can you see how important having strategies is today? Because you know the central bankers, well, they don't really, true. It's all a big, huge experiment, but they do have a strategy and they have a club and we're not in it. And today what we really need to start talking about are central bank digital currencies versus cryptos, because this is really starting to come to a head and battle lines are absolutely being drawn. In a recent report by the Biz, which is the central banker's central bank, they step up their fight against cryptocurrencies. Battle for control of global monetary system escalates as Biz warns against private innovation. Following the second longest, so this is not the first longest, second longest hyperinflation stretch in the country's history, annual inflation is down to 2,339% a year. But that's okay, because it was more than 300,000 in 2019. Do you realize how quickly prices are moving up in nominal terms? That's why you need gold and silver, because gold and silver are also moving up in nominal terms, and they will continue to buy you the same or create opportunities as it goes to fundamental value. This, by the way, is Venezuela's third revaluation. The first one was in 2008, the second one was in 2018, and now this one. And every time they lop off more zeros because they don't change behavior. They never change behavior. They just change the rules. 1 million Bolivar note, the largest in the country's history, cannot buy 1 cup of coffee because it has zero purchasing power value. This is something that I have been trying to show you like really forever. Stock market going up, people are going, isn't that great? But at the same time that the stock market is going up, what it's denominated in, dollars, euros, yen, whatever it's denominated in, its purchasing power value is going down. And 1 trillion times zero is zero. That's why I'm not participating in these markets. I would rather be 10 years too early than 1 second too late, because you aren't going to know exactly when this party ends. But the party is ending. Make no mistake about it. And how do they do this? How do they get the people to buy into it? Well, there's your new Bolivar. And these are all your old Bolivars. Wow, they seem pretty similar, don't they? And they're all called the Bolivar. Maybe I'll have a little different name here or a little different name there. With gold, the people had the power, because if they did not like what the governments did, they would take even the certificates, those pieces of paper, and convert them into gold, pull it out of the system, and therefore create some restrictions around what governments could do. With the physical dollar bills, again, it restricts governments and central banks from going below zero, so they needed to get rid of the paper. So they were controlling the rate and speed of inflation, but you still had the ability to protect your principal if you had your cash. Since officially there's virtually no purchasing power left in the currency, central banks have to attack your principal. That's much harder to do with paper. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to get rid of the paper, because there's been a lot of discussions on the fact that they will not get rid of the paper. No, they don't want you to realize what's going on. And we're volunteering it. We're using less and less cash, because how convenient is it on your phone? So they want us used to this next system, which is programmable. They don't like your politics. They don't like what you say. They don't like who you talk to. They don't like where you hang out. They don't want you to spend your money on this. They want you to spend it on that. They want to put a timestamp on it. They want to pull the taxes out of your account. They want to fee you or fine you for something. Programmable money makes it easy to do that. And for Venezuela, this is the third devaluation, which globally, on average, there's lots of data on this. That's how many times a government can get away with devaluing, a central bank can get away with devaluing the old currency. But truthfully, do you think anybody in Venezuela trusts the new currency that's coming in? But if you have no alternative, if you're part of the 90% of the population that's in abject poverty, what are you going to do? This will not be the last devaluation because I don't think they're done yet. But I have to tell you, please get ready to be as independent and self-sufficient as you can possibly be. And that means food, water, energy, security, barterability, wealth preservation, community, the most important one, community, and shelter. Because that's how we're going to get through this. And if we come together, maybe we will retain our choices. Somebody asked me a question yesterday in the Q&A about when I would convert my gold into the new digital CBDC. Yeah, here's the answer. As I need to, because it's not okay with me for them to attack my principal. And I have people that I care about and that I love that I feel obligated and responsible to take care of. So yeah, no, I'm not going to let them just eat it up. And that's also why I buy the kind of gold that I buy. This might be cheaper, but that little difference is my wealth insurance. I want to be in the area where the guys that either write the laws or have the ability to influence those that write the laws, that's the area that I want to be in. That's the area I learned that from my Uncle Al. I don't care what anybody said. That was personal, practical experience. That's what I'm going with. Everybody's got to do what they're comfortable doing, but I hope you can see that the battle lines are drawn and this battle is heating up.